Hey everybody, welcome to a Worldbox stream for the first time in months. I really wanted to take a minute off of this game for a while, but this is actually using the map size mod, and I also have included the increased speed mod. So this allows me to really speed things up. So let me show you all what I mean. So I generated this, we're going to play on this map, but I kind of generated it randomly. So this is using the map sizes mods. You click this little thing, I made a 16 by 16. I don't exactly remember what iceberg size maps are, but I think that this is bigger. And also you can do templates, you can regenerate the maps, you can do different islands and shapes. And then if I bring up the UI, I now have not just 5 times, 10 times, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100. And this is how I was able to make the time-lapse video. And this is all your mod installers and all that stuff. So, you know, that's kind of what we're going to be playing with today. We're going to, of course, just kind of hang out for a minute here. But if you're enjoying this video, or if you're watching back this VOD, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because we've been stuck at under 600 for like 3 months now. So please, please, we just need 2 subs. That's all I want, for the love of God. But anyway, so we're just gonna start here. We're gonna put humans on one continent, or actually, here's an idea. Let's put humans as far away from each other as possible and see how long it takes, how many years it takes for them to go to war. Huh? That's a good idea. So, put right there. Like, you can just see the difference here. At how, look how much distance is away between these 2 folks. Oh, and then I probably should do burger. Where is burger? Here we go. Am I gonna actually be able to get the burger? Okay, fast on. Probably want to do show Mountaineer Army. And let's do City Infinite Resources, I think. And this unit's always fast. Nah, let's just do Infinite Resources. We can always do more mods. Dude, Drew Doodle, like and subscribe. Sunscribe, dude. Imagine scribing with the sun. I don't know how you do that. I guess that's kind of using a you know, I'm out of words. Whatever. But hey, how you doing, Drew? It's been a while. It's been a while. My voice is absolutely fudged. It's been a while. All right, let's just check out these folks. Look at these guys. Oh, there is a cat. That is the Cat Kingdom. Patooey. All right. Then we got the Aratad. Okay, so what we should probably look at world laws. 100 people, angry villagers, rebellions on. Do peaceful monsters just for the funsies, and then turn off other disasters. It's forbidden magic. Praise the sun. So, Drew, I don't know. I don't know if this is just our channel, but have you noticed that like YouTube has been kind of mean lately? Like no impressions at all. Like, it's been just stamping us down. Oh, you're binge playing Kingdom Hearts today? Hell yeah. Last year I played through Kingdom Hearts 1. I want to play through, I got most of the way through Kingdom Hearts 2. I just didn't. I don't know why. So the Patoo Kingdom is the first people to expand, it looks like. So let's go to probably village layer. Oh no, okay, so they both have 2 villages, so. Oh, and they have an army. They both have an army. Rutro. That's the thing about humanity. They gotta love it. They gotta love like wanting to kill each other. So they're growing pretty fast. That's 80 people. I'm curious to see how long it takes them to get into the next layer. Ooh, these guys got a little bit of a swamp going on here. I think I turned on peaceful. If I had peaceful monsters off. Yeah, it's very strange, and it's making me sad. Because, like, since May, we've been in this huge rut, and there's nothing we have been doing any different. So it's, you know, I haven't been streaming Map Worldbox, but I didn't think that would be a big difference. But anyway, has there been any news on Kingdom Hearts 4? I mean, even right now, I know you're watching this video, and it says you're not even watching, or watching the stream. It's so weird. But here we are. Plans and plots. What are we at village layer wise? What's the hotkey for this? V. I gotta remember that's the hotkey. Oh, you don't have any boats. How are you gonna get? You don't have any boats. How are you gonna get from point A to point B without a goddamn boat? You can't fly. Still no news of Kingdom Hearts 4. That's crazy. They announced it, and then I realized when I was watching the trailer that I'm actually excited for it because it looks like they're doing more of a realistic setting. So they're kind of doing like what Nintendo did with like Super Mario Odyssey, where they put him in New Donk City, and now you're gonna have, you know, Sora in New York City or whatever, Tokyo, I think. I don't know, whatever. But it's still kind of cool. Oh, here we go. Here's the first boat. Here's the first war party. Now, are you going to be able to make it? Y'all still don't have boats. Really hard to go to war. Wait, how many years did it take for that to happen? Like 50? That's not surprising. Okay, y'all. Oh, now you get boats. He who gets the first boat gets destroyed. And they. Who do you think you are? The Vikings? Are you Harold Hardrada? You can't just go and take one village and leave. It does look really freaking cool, and the graphics look amazing. I'm just hoping that they, I don't know, maybe it's just because I got older, but I didn't like Kingdom Hearts 3 as much, despite, oh, that's a forward colonization if I've ever seen one. God damn, the Patui Kingdom is killing it right now. But these folks are definitely going to rebel, and these folks are definitely going to rebel. Oh, you went back to war, and you're going to lose all of your overseas territories. You really just didn't think that one through at all, did you? Oh, here we go. Here's a good... the boat landings are going really well. Some Normandy shit going on right now. Ratod needs to do better. In Unity, we believe. Also, drop the update, Worldbox, folks. Cowards. Oh, just a little meteorite right there. And, oh, wow, they actually were able to fight off this little invasion. That's pretty cool. And I just don't think... I think they're too far away for them to get fully conquered by each other. Although, Patui does have a much larger fighting force right now. However... But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 4 I'm looking forward to. I want them to make Chain of Memories 2. Because I actually like Chain of Memories, and if you're anything like me, Slay the Spire is one of my favorite games, in which it like directly makes sense. Oh, also when Slay the Spire 2 comes out, you best know I'd be streaming that. Okay, so this is the great consolidation of whatever world this is in Worldbox. They really are going to get kicked off their home continent, and they are basically moving to Alaska. Oh, and you guys are going to go free. Huh, that's an interesting plot. Okay, so what happened here was that these folks sent over a fighting force and finally take over this continent, and then the folks that were up here were just basically like, see ya, I don't want to be ya anymore, and then they just like kind of bail on themselves, which is just kind of amazing. And so like that was, if I really wanted to, you could almost sit down, do a simulation of this or a stream, and like make a lore or like a story based of what happened. And that was totally just like, oh yeah, boss, I'll totally go conquer that, and then, you know, just yeet themselves here. Also, I think I forgot to turn on the alerts. Doesn't even matter, we don't even get any subs anyway, but you know, you might as well try. And then every single time it's just like, are you sure you want to be streaming? It's like, yes, Streamlabs. Like, just don't be a baby, you know? So we have now 3 kingdoms on the way, so that's cool. Alright, we're back. So I do like this mod. If I remember, if I could remember how I installed the mods, I would do a video on how to install Worldbox mods in 2024, but with the new update coming out, I don't really think that that's really going to be very helpful. Oh, there's a new Oh, crap. God dang. The Patu Kingdom has completely just severed itself, and now only the capital remains. Huh. And Aratad still survives, so we're getting a little bit of diversification in this world, and Patu has been completely kicked off their home island and now just live in their outer colonies over here. You guys are going to peace. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. This is basically like what happens in Hearts of Iron 4 constantly. But, you know, if I was actually better at most things, I would probably play Hearts of Iron 4 because that does seem very interesting. However, Jaboy's not very good at grand strategy or 4X strategy games. Like, I played a lot of Civ 5, but Civ 6 is not my game, you know, it's not my thing. So, wow. And then you folks have a weird thing going on over here, and you're still at war, which is interesting. But the Patu Kingdom might be the first folks to completely be eradicated from the world. They only have 5 troops. They nearly just got invaded. Oh, is a lot of resources over there. And of course, you're just going to walk straight through that. And this might be the end right here. You're not going to be able to fight that off. They have 27 versus 9. That is a 3x army advantage now. Although a couple did die on the way. And there it is. That is the end. Goodbye for the first kingdom that was founded. The oldest kingdom that was founded is now dead. And the world is yet again at peace. It was for a second until the L, is what you're going to be named, is going to war with Aratad, I assume, or maybe CISO. Oh, this is the first time this continent has been colonized too, which is kind of cool. And now we have these folks directly abutting each other. Who are you going to? Oh, you're with the war with Aratad, so they're going to lose their capital right now. That is unfortunate. I don't think that's their largest city. I don't think, or village. It might be. I don't know, but here's the thing with strategy games. I just do not have the bandwidth to plan things in ahead. That's why I like RTS games more than like 4X strategy games, because yes, you can plan ahead, but it's also a lot more reactionary. Ooh, Aratad got declared on by the CISO as well, so Aratad might get a free 2 villages down here, but they might want to defend their home continent. They're about to lose basically what is Crimea right here, kinda, but oh, but they're actually starting to get invaded. The invasion is on. Who is going to win? Because with all these constant wars, you're not going to see the population go up, which is sad. But how is our stream looking? No dropped frames. Good. There was something about my last apartment that just made me drop frames that made me real sad. But all right. Oh, and we got a little bit of a counter invasion going on. I thought that the CISO were about to lose everything over here, but however, the Aratad just completely kicked them out, and now they're getting conquered from the inside out. They're going to have a little bit of border gore going on, but this is the end of the Aratad. Although, yep, that is it. They founded a city just to have it conquered. RIP. That is the second oldest civilization in the game, completely conquered. Well, I guess they had a village right there too, but now we're down just to 2 again, and it's more of a north versus south type of thing going on. However, we do have some outlying villages. I have to imagine that there's not the greatest. Let's see what the relation is between the two. Yeah, -24 going this way, and then the other way is -46. So they both really don't like each other. So there is going to be a large conflict on the way. I mean, this is like World War level stuff. The world population is trickling. It's going slowly up because the world has been at peace for a while. However, the army sizes are increasing very quickly. Very, very quickly. So, And we actually do have some rebellions going on. Excuse me, I was I was answering a text message. So interesting. So this is going to be a rebellion. Who are they taking with them? Is it just going to be this little enclave? And now we have another rebellion. The Yeo are now at war with the largest population, or one of the largest population centers. And the Sisu are about to lose their own northwestern colony here. And they've actually declared war. Now the Sisu is at 2 wars. If that wasn't planned, I don't know what is. And then we have another rebellion going on in the east. The Sisu Empire is collapsing under its own weight. It was just too far spread, I think. The Yeo are going to lose their rebellion, and so are the Saul. But I don't know how this is going to turn out for the CISO, because they had to put a lot of resources in getting back their old places in the Shishi hegemony have now conquered their own island. Hypothetically, they are in a war of rebellion right now, but they could just kind of hang out there if they really wanted to. They probably are safe. They have an ocean between everybody else, and so they would have to get like navally invaded, which is just so hard to pull off in this game. However, their entire army is just kind of hanging out in the island to the north for some reason, and I can't understand why. CISO are doing okay. They're going to lose that northern island, so they're going to keep probably their home island. And in fact, the Saul is going to get another village off of the CISO, and the CISO are getting invaded in the east. However, I think they just kicked them out. They have a large number of troops just sitting in port right now. For some reason, they're just hanging out on this boat, but that's fine. The Saul have survived so far. The L just kicked out a naval invasion, and they're about to completely take over. No! Oh, and they actually lost the territory as well. This is really back and forth. This is helping the hegemony so well, because they just don't have anything to worry about. I mean, this is such a minor conflict for the CISO, but I don't see them surviving at all. This is going to be this is going to be a rip in peace for the CISO. I mean, they don't survive this. They need to either peace out or do something. Okay, so they're making peace. Now, what is going to happen? Who are you peacing out with? Are you peacing out with the Saul? Oh no, you peace out with the CISO, so they survive. Now they're going to be able to just focus on their own rebellion. Maybe. Who are you at war? Oh, what? What is happening? Oh, you're in an alliance with Purple. Oh my god, and now Purple is going to take out the CISO. Holy crap. And then we've also got a new republic, I guess. Probably more of a cult. Usually when things are of the sun, they're usually a religious cult about the sun, if I had to guess. But they're at war with a whole bunch of people. CISO have also just taken out. This continent has a little bit of room to go. The hegemony have been doing okay, but however, they are the minor partner in the war, so they're not going to have all that much to gain. And the CISO have almost been completely kicked off their home continent. There is another rebellion occurring in the southern-ish island. Is the realm of the L going to be able to survive? We have a new nation, the Akofu. So it is getting crazy in this map. We're gonna let this run for about, we're at year 168. Let's kick up the speed here. Let's kick it up to 30 plus, and then we'll see where this brings us. Ooh, the L are way down. We have a lot of different little nations, and honestly, the CISO are doing so well. But Pink has really expanded. L is still alive. However, they are getting ripped asunder. Elpip of Sun is not doing as well as you'd expect. Heg is also doing okay. They kind of look like a one province minor, and they're actually making an alliance with somebody. Who are you trying to align with? That is TBD. Probably WoW Evo? Wevovo? Who are you in alliance with? Our pact is Opev and L and Heg. So instead of going to war with their former colonies, they're actually in an alliance, which is amazing. That is super cool. And there's not a whole lot of cultures going on. We got some cultural stuff going on over here, little tiny little pockets, but go to Kingdom Layer again. Who is that? Do we have any wars going on? Oh, we actually just had a mini rebellion. The Sisu have retaken their own entire home continent. Good for them. And the Hegemony are looking great because they're able to just hang out on their one island and just chill. The Sol have actually survived their attempt to break out as well, and all the land has been colonized. And we have another rebellion going on in the southern island, and the Urta are now out and now are back, or have just, you know, broken out here. And now we have Kingdom 1, which just broke off of the L again. L is surviving, but they just cannot seem to keep their folks in, and the one break out and immediately join a defensive pact. Who did you join? You joined with the L, so that almost seems like they broke off on purpose to kind of like yeet out some of their villages that had a little bit more unrest. It's really hard to say who is the most powerful nation state on Worldbox right now in the world. It's got to be the L. However, they just have such a hard time keeping their kingdoms together and their villages. In fact, we have another rebellion going on. They're the oldest kingdom by far. Not by far, you know, relatively. But are they going to allow this one to survive, or are they actually going... It looks like they're actually going to go into war. Going to go in. They're going in on them. Who are you at war with? You're at war with Horrible Conquest of Opev's son. Oh, and then... Oh my god. Oh, so this is a defensive alliance. This is a defensive war going in on the Akafu. And I love these guys. These guys are my favorite. This is who I would be cosplaying as right here. Just kind of chilling on my island eating fish. And that rebellion is actually over, so the L have retaken 2 territories, and they're willing to share a little bit of the island, and the Sol and the Akafu are also going to war. Man, there is a lot of... This is like World War I, man. There's a lot of intertwined alliances. Like, let's go to the alliance map and just kind of like look at it for a while. So now this is really interesting because you have the L up here, and all of their former states that just kind of got pooped out of them, all in alliance with the Sisu, who have been historical bitter enemies. Because as you remember, in the very beginning, we had the 2 nation states that started up here and down here, and these are both ones that popped out of them, and now they're actually in a defensive alliance, which is interesting to think about, because that's basically like if North and South Korea ended up becoming friends and being in an alliance, or like Russia and Ukraine, right? And or like if the CSA from the American Civil War won or survived, didn't win, I guess you know, they probably could have a stalemate and still be around. But if they would have survived that, it would have been like if they were friends, kinda. I don't know. Really hard to make historical, like, you know, things with these guys because it is Worldbox. But so the Akafu, I don't know who started the war, but it does look like they are going to lose. And in fact, the Opev of the Sun have made a huge play. They are now by far the largest entity in the world. And they're going to just keep on taking more. So I think they were just a junior partner in the war, and they're piecing out. I guess, I mean, it didn't matter. But the Akafu are dead. RIP. They just got straight up absorbed into Opev of the Sun. In fact, Opev of the Sun is also going to be breaking off the defensive alliance. Who are they going to be going after? If I had to guess, and so is the L. The L is actually trying to recapture their old imperial glory, it looks like. And Opev of the Sun is trying to also become the next great power. And right now, they're in an amazing position. They're basically like Rome prior to the Carthaginian Wars right now. They're really trying to increase their power projection across oceans here. So, well, I don't know what's going to happen. If I was the L, they just broke up the alliance. Are there any alliances right now? There are no alliances, so I would be going after the weakest nation states. So that includes the Hague, and maybe the Sol, but definitely start over here and maybe work your way across the continent, reclaim kind of your old territories here. But you don't want to mess with OPEV right now because they have a lot of troops. I mean, like, how big is their army size? 886. The second largest is, oh, you have 775. That's not bad. Now, WoW Evo is actually planning on starting a war with somebody, and we also have a rebellion occurring north of Hague. And OPEV the Sun's also about to break up too. Sill of Sun. Okay, so I wonder if that was maybe an agent from OPEV, you know, just convincing them that to happen. But L might be able to retake that territory. However, they took 150 troops with them, which is kind of insane. And then WoW Evo actually is going to war with Hague. I don't know how that's going to turn out. But we also have Hut basically taking out, going out here and splitting OPEV Sun in half and taking 500 people with them. How big of an army do they have? They have 150. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And it looks like WoW Evo on the offensive war is actually losing the war. They are going to lose territory despite being the aggressor. And we have another rebellion occurring, but I don't know who this is. Oh, that was L that broke out. No, you were in OPEV of the Sun. Never mind. The map is just so large that it is really hard to hold on to everything. And then Sill of Sun is also, looks like they're going to lose their rebellion. We can zoom in here. Hut is going to survive. Maybe. No, they have no army left. I take that back. They're definitely going to lose. So OPEV is going to retake that. But Sisu, despite having troubles in the beginning and having terrible economic strife, is going to survive for longer than anybody expected. But they will not be able to expand unless they go to war, which I don't know who they'd want to go to war with. How do you feel about... Okay, so they're good friends with the people to the right. I mean, they did kind of come from them, so they have a shared lineage, which is kind of interesting. Sill of the Sun has actually taken a minor territory to the north. So that's... Oh my god, they just landed the largest invasion force that this world has seen. And versus a 3-person army. I mean, that was like a 33-1 advantage. So... Sill of Sun has been taken out, but the war in the Central Highlands here, or Central Lowlands, excuse me, has actually stagnated pretty well. Hague and WoW Evo are just killing each other. Man, I'm saying so much shit, I have no idea what you're referencing, Drew. I can't believe OPEV is alive still. Ooh, the Ediki. Who are you? Or did you come from OPEV? Ooh, and Sol went to war with Hut to expand. That'd be good. I'd like to see them take this territory so it looks a little less gross. Hague is actually winning the war. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing that they were declared on by WoW Evo and have actually survived. And grown. I mean, their power projection is way higher. And they're actually going to... Ooh. If they hold on to that, they almost lost that. They still could lose it. And they're going to keep the territory. WoW Evo actually loses a ton of territory in that war. They lose 2 villages, which is the majority of their population. And the Sol actually end up benefiting significantly from that rebellion because OPEV just could not foot the bill. And in fact, they're actually going to have another rebellion. This is the end of the OPEV of Sun. they're broken in half right now. They are a broken nation. We have a lot of alliances coming up here. Who's in an alliance right now? Our unity is just okay. So it's 1 and Wow Evo actually being in a pact right now, and CISO is also just kind of chilling. That's what I appreciate about you. So that's cool. That is very cool. OPEV has actually been kicked off their home continent. Now they're just in by themselves, and L has actually regained some territories that they lost. What year is it? 265, like a couple hundred years ago? That's insane. Now, is OPEV actually going to be able to retake any territory? Maybe. It's hard to say. They could lose it all right here. There is a large invasion force. Now, who is going to get that territory? I don't hope... If it's L, they're just going to lose it in a rebellion immediately. So it looks like it's going to be China. China? Oh, there's actually 2 villages down there. Oh, I thought that was 1. But it looks like L's going to get a kind of a port city, and OPEV of the Sun is dead. RIP. Who? Oh, you went to the Heg and Wow Evo went to war again. And Wow Evo's actually going to retake some of their lost territories. No way. And one is going to die. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I forgot that Wow Evo and Heg were the ones that were going to war. But, Realm of the L is the #1 power again in the world, despite having the most rebellions out of anything else. And these guys have been doing pretty much nothing with themselves for a while. Oh, we just had a new defense pact. Our unity is probably used to make sure these guys don't expand anywhere. This is basically NATO. So, interesting. Interesting. The largest... We still have only 2 cultures in the world right now, but that's fine. Saul is going to war with probably the... Ediki? No, with Chena. They're trying to take the vast majority of that continent right now. They're just trying to consolidate their gains. Or not their gains, but their continent. But... Ooh, and L's going to war with somebody. Who could you possibly going to war? Is it Chena? Are you trying to retake that southeastern island? I mean, you guys haven't had that for ever. And then here we go again. Oh, you're in the war with Saul. Why? You're just gonna lose your... Oh, they had a... Look at that invasion. Look at that. That's a massive invasion. We've got... What? 100 and 200 people? But they just got kicked out of the continent. Wow. They just got Dunkirked. Dog. The L is in a terrible position right now. In fact, they're not even the largest population anymore. That might be a rip. They're not going to be able to deal with their newest rebellion, I don't think. They might get some territories, but they're not going to be able to hold on to those. I'd be seriously surprised. Ooh, Wow Evo, who are you going to war with now? Very militarized up there, the L. Very militarized. Very interesting. So, who are you at war with? Oh, you went to war with L. Huh. Now that is a power play. What is going to happen? Oh my god, the L is being invaded by 3 different countries right now. And the Heg's going in too. This is the end. This is the end of L. This is the end of the 2nd oldest civilization in the world right now. It is going to get partitioned in multiple ways. The L became Poland, Lithuania. They're going to get hella partitioned. From Austro-Hungarians to the Russians, everybody you can think of, the Germans. I don't even think the Germans were around at that point, but you know what I mean. Basically the Germans. I think it was the Holy Roman Empire. Maybe? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know my Poland, Lithuania, Commonwealth history that well. All I just know is that it kind of like everybody in Europe is just like, hey, Poland and Lithuania. we're glad that you had fun, but now you're gonna lose. Like, go away, and we want some stuff. And everyone's like, but why? So, oh, even the Sisu haven't been at war in hundreds of years. Yeah, they declared war on L. Everyone's just dogpiling them, and the Sol are huge. They are a giant army right now. The Sisu actually got an invasion landing off. No way. No way. Oh, and the king who wanted to make peace is now dead. WoW Evo has actually expanded quite a bit. Holy Ripho is going to survive. And Sisu actually might get a little bit of population off this too. Because, I mean, they have a giant invasion force. I mean, this is catastrophic. This is the fall of the Roman Empire right now. Wow. I mean, WoW Evo just basically took over the land that they lost. But I just can't believe literally everybody in the world declared war on L. Besides the Sol Idiki, which is just so good just hanging out in Chena. And the realm of the L is RIP. That, I think they were definitely the second longest running. And now that is clearly in the realm of Sisu. These guys are actually pretty old too. WoW Evo's somewhat old. These folks broke off within 2 years of each other. That's why they're so well known. Sol's been around equally as long almost, but Sisu's been around for pretty much the beginning of the game. I think they were the second or maybe the first people to break off of the initial two, but I don't know. But, you know, scholars down in, you know, the history of this world will be writing about the Sisu and the L and how they got partitioned by everybody. I mean, it was crazy. They got just absolutely ripped asunder. So that you know, that's kind of what happens. And now the Sol has got the largest population. Sisu has actually gotten pretty large despite only getting 2 territories. They doubled their population. Let's go to the village layer here. Yeah, they gained 400 people just from those 2 villages. And so they must have just increased the population density. Do we have a new war? Okay, WoW Evo is actually planning on going to war with somebody, and the northern Sisu territory is going to break off in a rebellion. They're probably going to survive, if I had to guess. But Sisu is going to war with somebody. I don't know who it could be. WoW Evo is maybe going to war with Heg again? Or is it Sisu? Probably Sisu, right? Oh, it is Sisu. So the north, those 2 islands just fucking hate each other. So if Cincinnati has decided to break off, it's a CC hegemony, but I don't know if how they'll do it. Now, is this going to be the end of Cicero? Whatever. I don't care. Is this going to be the end of them? I don't know. They did get kicked out of their northernmost territories, and WoW Evo has a almost 2-to-1 population advantage. However, CISO have been down before. They were nearly completely partitioned themselves, but they survived. I think they were down to one village, and they survived somehow. So that was really cool. But this will be a really tough war for them to hold off of, and they don't have any allies. I don't think so, at least. Yeah, it's the Ripho Evo Heg versus CISO, and I mean, look at the difference. It's 4,000 to 1,300, 1,800 for 460. But they're holding their own. I mean, that's hard. That's gonna be really hard. They just need to, like, you know, make sure that they defend their own borders, which they have a lot of invasion forces going in right now, and they're kind of pulling back their offensive forces to defend the homeland. Are they getting counter invaded by CC over here? Is that what I'm seeing? No way. This actually might be the end of Sisu. Ooh, are the Sol going in on him too? War of Steel. Oh no, you went. Oh no, they're taking out the Itiki. No. Why? They're just a merchant republic. Why would you do this? They're just peaceful. Why? Sisu, you need to peace out. Just give up the territory and survive. I was pulling for you guys. Or, I was really hoping you guys would survive, but that sucks. Well, goodbye, Itiki. And now the Sol have completely taken over their island now. That is just one polity on that island, which is impressive. That means they're going to be able to really expand their population. But let's see. I don't know. Hard telling at this juncture. I'd like to say if you're enjoying the stream or you're watching back the VOD, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Sunscribe, as Drew said. We're trying to not be in a rut. And the Sisu have died. RIP. But WoW Evo is the largest empire the world has seen. Chena, rightfully so, is actually making a defensive alliance with somebody to probably counter WoW Evo's rapid expansion. With the CC hegemony, maybe? Let's see. Let's look at the defensive. Oh, our unity is also massive. That whole continent. Oh, they joined it. Oh, they're joining them. Interesting. So they joined them in the prospect of they can't get invaded if you're in a defensive alliance. If I was these two, I would be quaking in my boots. I would be trying to make a pact of my own, but you know, who's to say? So it seems like the world is at peace for a while. Let's kick it up to 100 speed, just for the moment. Oh, and that's a massive rebellion. That's a 1,000-person rebellion. Let's probably slow it down here. The Ridatu. And you're at war with pretty much everybody. So that's a good point that I just thought of in my head. I didn't say out loud, but here it is for everybody. If you have a massive alliance network, when somebody breaks out and tries to form their own nation, you're gonna have a lot of people helping you get them back into the fold. Hypothetically, of course. The Ridatu actually might win this war. They might. No. See, this is what I was saying. Look at all the different colors. You had 3 different nations helping with this war, and they were able to just supply so many troops to bring back anybody that tries to break out. I mean, that is a couple hundred people invading right now. Wow. I don't think WoW Evo is actually going to ever fall. They are just absolutely massive. And the world is at peace yet again. I mean, this is really interesting to think about, right? WoW Evo really... They lost a war. So they basically, the timeline of their country is that they break out of, I think, the L. And then they're just kind of a fledgling nation, and they make a power play, try to get some territory off of Heg, and actually lose villages, and are looking like a pretty minor nation state. And not really doing very much with themselves, just kind of hanging out. Then all of a sudden, they go to war again with Heg. They take their villages back, which was really impressive, actually. They take their villages back. They're able to expand their empire, and then they find a moment of weakness once the Holy Ripho break out of the L and actually retake all of the island, and now are the largest empire. They're having rebellion problems in the south, but it's just so far away. I mean, it's not like they have phones, so they can't say like, hey, stop rebelling. Oh, the show. And here we go again. We have another rebellion war going on, but they might lose these two villages. I think there's two right here. They might lose those two villages. However, they're not going to be able to hold on to them because there is just so many people. 150, 126. We got 98 coming in. I mean, we got 138. We got 97. We just got so many troops coming in that they're just not going to be able to hold them off. I mean, look at that. You got 75 in the northwest. We've got 99 in the central. We got 103 coming in. We got 107. It's just they're going to be able to land on each village themselves and take one by one. And there's just no way that they're going to be able to hold on to these territories. It's all it's doing is killing people. But what the play, if you could program this, it would be interesting to have, when this rebellion fires, have like either one of these guys break off and try to go to war. But oh, we actually have a rebellion in the Sol. The capital is rebelling. The capital of the Sol is going to rebel. Now, these are swamp folks. They have a giant army. It's almost like they know. I think it's going to be 109 versus 133. And oh my god, that is a giant rebellion. That's a lot larger than I thought that was going to be. That ripped that country in half. In fact, they have another rebellion firing too. What happened within the Sol caused this to happen? Different cultures is what happened. It was I mean, these guys were more like Austro-Hungary than anything, right? A ton of different cultures trying to be under one banner is just not gonna work. They're doing better, but they might survive now that this rebellion's gonna fire. Ooh, wow, Evo's breaking up the alliance too. The realm of Cece's Pizza has spawned. I don't know if Sol is gonna survive. This might just be a broken area now. Now, wow, Evo broke the alliance, which is not going to help them at all. I mean, considering the rebellion risk down south, you know. Ooh, Chenna. Ooh, whoa. Who are you declaring war on? Please tell me you're declaring war on Cece. What's your relation like with 227? Well, that makes sense. How do you feel about these folks? -5. Interesting. So the Sol and the Sol are actually dead, more or less. Did that rebellion war seriously survive? I didn't think that's insane. That is insane. Chenna declared war on Ogish. And WoW Evo is actually going to finally consolidate the entirety of their eastern half of that island. That's the problem with joining an alliance when you're such a minor province, is that you're going to lose eventually, right? You're going to survive for a minute, but then you're just going to get destroyed sooner rather than later. So, interesting. So WoW Evo is actually over 4,000 people now. The Sol have retaken some of their old territories. So, what year is it? Let's go to year 400. And then what I'm going to do is we're going to go... What if we doubled the map size, got rid of... have lesser islands, but more shapes? That'd be interesting. So... Actually, let's just do that now. This is the end of the first island. So let's go... Ooh, Chenna's actually going to get some territory off that. That's kind of funny, but okay. So let's generate the new map. Let's do 32 by 32. This is going to be massive. Less islands. Let's do 4 islands. Let's really get the shapes up. Let's do 32. This might crash my computer, by the way. Yep. It's slowly building. I can hear my computer chugging. It's just like, Father, why? This is a VOD, so did it crash the game? I might have crashed my game. Oh my god. Okay. Well, I do see a cool little island lake here. It is year 1. Oh, there it goes. Here we are. And we had it at times 100 speed. So let's put it at times 1 speed. Just look how massive this map is. Oh, that's so cool. Like, just for size sake, that's a full-size cloud right there. Okay, so I'm thinking, let's put people here, 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 and here. Actually, let's just sprinkle people everywhere. Like so. Just for a little bit more of an interesting start. My computer is chugging right now. Cool. Let's just turn that off, turn that off. So now we're at a 32 by 32 size map. So we have a lot of little... At this point in history, these are more likely hunter-gatherer bands that have just started to, like, basically make their own, like, civilizations with brand new, farming technologies and all of that. But, at this, it's gonna be really hard to tell who's gonna be super good. I mean, you could... Slap's roof of island, you could fit a couple thousand people in this. So, I'm gonna let this run for a minute. I need to go blow my nose because I have to go blow my nose. Y'all don't need a better explanation than that. Shout out to Bloody Noses. I know if nothing else got me in this world, Bloody Noses got me. Okay, so how's everything looking? Forgot that running at times 5 speed is actually, like, annoying. We still have, these are pretty small little hunter-gatherer bands is what I'm seeing, and I mean, we have so many different kingdoms right now. Okay, we're gonna have to kick up the speed a little bit. Let's do times 30 just for funsies. And now we're getting some expansion of territory here. We're getting a couple second kingdoms with this thing. The Whipho Kingdom. So who's the largest in the world right now? It looks like the Yekna. Or the Sina? I guess I'm just gonna call them Sina. The Y is silent. Now, do these all have individual cultures? They do. They all have individual cultures. Which is cool. They all created their individual packs. Huh. That's very interesting that they have defensive alliances already. I mean, we're so far away that it is actually impossible to see who's going to war with who until we see what happens. I mean, this is a massive map. I mean, I don't know what the size comparison here is, but it's pretty big. It's pretty big. And it's actually causing my game to stutter, which is really funny. Na Odu of Moon. Like, it looks like when you expand initially, it's just a single tile. I mean, let's go to... While we're here. Let's go to the... Not Kingdom Layer. Let's do Village Layer. This is four villages right here. Wow. I'm always amazed at how big these maps can get, but my game is chugging. Oh, is this the first war? You ain't got any boats. It's basically just the E-Cup Imperium trying to swing their, you know, around. Just swinging. But they're Whoa, who are you getting invaded by? Okay. The map's just too big to honestly pay attention to everything that's going on. A sick empire, that's a pretty good name. I like that one. Not really sure if they're by definition an empire, but Holy Ichi is actually about to die. That might be the first kingdom to go. These folks are pretty happy with each other. So it seems like this part of the world is like the one that they all hate each other, which is kind of cool. Who did you? Oh, the Vichu. Interesting. Okay. Holy Ichi is actually going to die. Maybe. Yep, there it is. R.I.P. R.I.P. Holy Ichi. That is unfortunate. All right, what is going on here? Who are you going to war with? Ah. And, nope. C. Great C. The Great Yes. That's basically what that is. I have actually a pretty beefy computer. And this game's not exactly the most difficult in processing, but I'm only getting 16 frames a second. I think I made the map a little too big. So, I'm also on times 30 speed, because it just takes people forever to get around. A lot of Imperiums going on. A lot of Imperiums. I mean, the world hasn't even been colonized yet, completely. In fact, we actually have our first little rebellion going on down here. Well, I mean, that's like a whole... I think from here to here is like an iceberg-sized map. Which makes sense. I also know that this game's very popular on mobile. Also, shout out to, like, the stream saying I have nobody here. That kind of sucks. Huh. Oh well. Yeah, there's not much to talk about right now. There's a bunch of little wars going on and some rebellions. Not one real large... Look at this. Look at this kingdom. The Whippo Kingdom? They're having a rebellion, but I mean, they've got colonies everywhere. It doesn't seem like there is one large place. I mean, this is just silly to put people over here. Because they're just gonna rebel. I mean, conquer your own island first before you move anywhere else, you know? I mean, we're gonna have a bunch of different nation states. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Man, it is so hot in my apartment right now. It's like probably about 84 degrees with humidity. Is it raining? Is it actually raining in my part of the world right now? That doesn't seem right. 95% chance for thunderstorms, huh? Oh. Oh, yeah. Huh. Burville, how you doing? We are playing on a modded Worldbox map, and you're doing the cool N. You're doing the Nina and Nino. I like the picture of the cat you got. That's pretty nice. This is a 32 by 32 tile map. I don't know. I wonder how big the iceberg size map is, but it's definitely not as large as this. I tell you what. I mean, look at this. I mean, we have to zoom into certain places to get like the idea of what's going on, and I'm only getting like 14 frames. So we could go to ×5 speed. Maybe it'll make it a little bit smoother. Now we're getting 23, baby. Hell yeah. Imperium by Chu. What's the largest place we got going on? Oh, Whippo actually has a rebellion problem that survived. Huh. Where'd you look at that? We got Ophi, which is doing pretty good. And we got the U, which is also doing pretty good. Async Empire. So it looks like the U are the largest right now. And are you at war with anybody? You're at war with like half the world. Who are you at war with? And Whippo is actually still alive over here somehow. E-Cup. Man. Look at that. I mean, what if I mean, I bet we could make them expand faster if we put on the you know, rapid expansion thing, but it makes the game kind of bug a little bit. I love this little lake. I'd make a religion off of this. What is this candy? Gorbu. Huh. Oh, that guy was born on September 11th. That's funny. What's going on with this? What is that? Na Adu of Moon. Alright. This is such a large map. It's just... we have the biggest map. Whippo's actually been more or less kicked out. Oh! No. Is that the same thing? Who are you? Oh no, they have been. What the hell? Who's this? Ta? Who's the... Man, I mean, these places are so spread out that they can't control any of their villages at all. They're better off not expanding. Look at this march. Where could you possibly be going? Oh, you're going after the Ophi? Why? And you're also at war with Great Orowo. What? The question is why? Why would you do that? Just like go against a sick empire. You're just gonna lose. Like what are you doing with your life? I mean, why? And oh, the border gore. Ugh. Probably don't need that up. Ooh, the Ysena, the Sena are actually expanding pretty well. But again, they're also at war with like the majority of the world. Once you go to war with one, you're gonna go to war with all. Oh, I accidentally paused the game on accident. So, that's fun. We have had any kingdoms or empires crack the 1,000-person mark yet? No. Ah is the currently closest to being there, but they did just lose some territory. I can't believe that you are still alive. I mean, they're at war with everybody. They're just popping off. They're just going to war. They're just like, whatever, man. I'm gonna kill everybody. And you're about to hit 1,000, which is pretty cool. It's just like there are so many different players on this map that the system of alliances is so utterly complex that it's really hard to say who's at war with who. I mean, just like look at all these different kingdoms. They're at 3 different wars, 2 conquests, 1 rebellion. They just cracked 1,000 people. So the U are the first folks to actually crack 1,000. They have like a southern kingdom going on here, and they're trying to take out the Vitchu, who currently only have 691 people. That's still a good amount of folks. Did they? No way. Who? Wow, I didn't think they would have a colony all the way down here. What the hell? Oh. Thought my game crashed there for a second, but nope, we're all good. We are in fact all good. The async empire is about to split in half. So, interestingly, the U are the largest empire, and they're actually surviving pretty well, all things considered. The Vitchu have like a western and eastern empire that has kind of gotten broken in half. This is definitely gonna rebel. I could turn off rebellions for a little bit. Let's actually do that. Let's turn off rebellions for a minute. After these folks break out, we'll turn off rebellions for a bit so people can start consolidating a little bit. And then we'll turn them back on. So that way people can consolidate. We can start seeing some larger empires occurring. Because right now it's just they can't survive for long enough. You know, they can't really do anything with how often that they're breaking apart. The great IPI have expanded a little bit to the north. And the U are still going to war with everybody. They just do not give a frick. You and the Vitchu are allied? I thought they were going against each other. And they're at war with the E-Cup Imperium, the Ogahov, and IDI. Which, I mean, we could just look and see who... They're at war with a large portion of the world. The Vitchu is still looking okay. And I think this must be the Oha. Yeah, there it is. Ooh, the U are actually gonna lose a lot of territory here if they're not careful. These folks are still at war with each other. I mean, that was a rebellion war, so that makes sense. Whippo is still real low. Na Odu of Moon is actually looking pretty good. Cena's looking pretty okay too. You just lost a bunch of territory, and they're now down to under 1,000 people. We are sorrow. Yeah, that makes sense. I just lost a view? Oh, probably because of a bot. Ogahov's actually looking really good? What? 1,300 people, huh? I mean, you might get kicked out of their home continent right here. They might just be perma-yeeted to that the southern area. But who knows? It's, well, okay, so they're getting a little bit of their territory back, maybe. Like, somebody just needs to peace out. Like, how many people have died in this war? A lot considering that over 1,000 people have died in the war, considering that the participants barely have 1,000 people between them. Ooh, the U have lost a lot, or losing everything currently. Who is this? Who do you belong to? Ishiri, who are you? Ooh, excruciating head box, that's cool. Legendary armor. Oh, you're with the Ophi. Who the hell are the Ophi? And you're piecing out with somebody, that's good. Peace is nice. Oh, that's the Ophi. Or you're just a colony? Oh, they're up there. Whoa. And you've got colonies everywhere. I mean, if I had rebellions on, they ain't sticking in. They ain't sticking around. No way. I cannot believe this war is still going on. I like how the Ophi are just taking random bits and pieces from other countries just for funsies. Why? Yeah, I don't know. They're never able to hold on to it, it looks like, but you know, that's fine. How we looking? Oh, the Whippo have died. Oh no, they're still here. They're just in one of their colonies. E-Cup Imperium's only down to 2 people. Why? What? What? Why? Is it the bees? I mean, you're just basically the crossroads of whatever continent this is. Italy, almost? Kind of looks like Italy. It's like a really kind of exaggerated looking Italy, and this is more like Crete. Just big Crete. Big Crete. Oh, how many people are you down to? I mean... Oh, still 900. I mean, this area, their outer colonies are really good. They might get kicked off their home island, but that's fine. You know, that's just what happens. All right, so what I learned from this is 32 by 32 is too large. It's too big. Makes everything run like crap. Who is this? Ego? Where do you belong? Man, this is just a extermination war. Oh, are you finally piecing them out? About time. It only took you freaking like 100 years. But just get some more territory before you do. Oh, the Vaichu's lost a ton of territory as well. Man, Ogahav is just massive. They have like villages everywhere. Goddamn, these guys are the freaking English Empire, or the British Empire, I mean. The sun does not set on the Ogahav. More or less, and the U have still a lot of population. That means that these lower colonies are huge. And is this finally the peace out? Is this are they finally gonna go to have peace in the world? Thank you. Nope, and Ogahav is no longer at war. You're just at war with Ik, you, and the Vaichu versus Ophi and Yekna. Oh, Yekna is huge. Or Ysena. Whatever. The Sina Empire is also pretty massive. And the U are about to get kicked off their home continent. No way. Yep. They have been officially kicked out of their home continent, and now they're getting invaded from the east. This might be the end of the U. Soon-ish. The Vaichu are also not looking great. Who just got this? IDI. Oh, the Whippo are still alive. That's surprising. Oh, IDI is also pretty big. I'm just now realizing a lot of different nations are actually eclipsing 1,000 people, which is really interesting. Ophi, one of their larger outer colonies, is actually getting taken out, and the Ik Imperium is also kind of like a minor player in this war. They've been just kind of chilling down in, like, you know, this land mass, but they're gaining territory. The Vaichu are going to lose everything. There is a large invasion force coming in from the east here. This might be the end of the Vaichu right here. They only have a couple villages left, actually. And that's they have what, 5 villages? That's gonna get close. Oh, they're gonna actually stave off that invasion now. That is gonna be a territory captured up from the U just walking through, which is just so interesting. Ophi is gonna have a ton of new territory. But the Vaichu are going to take that back for the U. Now, do they keep that or do they lose that? That's the question here, and I don't know. Oh, it goes to... Who did this go to? Oh, that went to the Ik Empire. Whoa, okay. And they're about to lose it again. Man, this is just an absolute extermination war right now. Ophi is just taking territory like crazy. How are we looking at other things? How's the rest of the world going on? I can't be just hyper focused on one. IPI is actually making an alliance. It's joining an alliance with somebody. Ophi's still at war. Ta Kingdom is at war with a nation across the world, and you just took all the coastline on that side. Ogahov has just been chilling. Ophi is actually making peace with somebody. About frickin' time. And that's gonna fire sooner rather than later. Please. Are the U dead? No, the Vaichu are almost dead. Ophi is gonna probably just let him be like a couple like single village miners, if I had to imagine. The Vaichu are down to 100 people. They had 1,000 at one point. Alright, Vaichu, are you at war with anybody? No. Oh, and the U are about to get conquered. Look at that. All of their territories were under siege when the peace fired. Wow. Ooh, Ippy's going to war with somebody. And that's a dumb war. That's not going to do anything. Ippy, who are you going to war with? Whippo, maybe? What's the defensive alliance looking like here? A lot of people. Ippy, who could you possibly be going to war with? I'm curious. Oh, you're going to war with the Vaichu. Wow. That is an idea. One of many. Whippo ate a sick kingdom. Okay, so this is like a new threat for the U and the Vaichu. And I mean the U and the Vaichu were like the leaders of that pact. They were the leaders of the Funky Bunch, and then all of a sudden, they're the less powerful kingdoms in that agreement here. What are you doing? Oh, you're at war with somebody. Oh, everybody's just at war with this little one province guy. A lot of people are. I don't know why. What did they do? But nobody can get to them, it looks like. Look at all the boats. That's so cool. Like, there is a war going on here, but I guess Ojahov is gonna attempt to invade through their former ally, the Ophi, but I don't know. I mean, Ophi is freaking everywhere, man. These wars just take so long to get going. They're getting prepared down on them on those southern islands for sure. And this is the end of Jaime of Moon. Goodbye. For some reason, the world decided that you don't get to play anymore. Which is kind of funny in its own regard. Alright. Ophi is doing real well. So. When I am currently getting 17 frames per second. So. Let's actually call it for this map here. I want to kind of regenerate. Let's do no islands. And let's do... How about 16 by 16 again? Oops. Let's regenerate the map because I want to get 60 FPS, please. And that'll be our last one. I'm going to try to get to at least an hour and a half before I get bored, but... because I want to sit and watch the rain because it doesn't rain at all where I live, so... As lame as that sounds. Oh, I said no islands. What the hell? Sometimes this doesn't work as well as you'd think. What if I do one? Oh, that's cool. That's a big old long stringy thing. I like this one. That's a cool continent right there. All right, and look at the difference between the cloud size. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Okay, so let's do a bunch of people down here, then a bunch of people up here. Are we on Kingdom Layer? Oh, we're on. Okay. And then let's put some people over here. Look how much faster it's running now. That's funny. Alright. So it looks like 16 by 16 is the perfect size. Times 100 speed, baby! Oh, these folks keep on dying. I need to turn on peaceful monsters, I think. Probably should have done that before. Why do you keep dying? What's going on here? Oh, is it because I'm at times 100 speed? I noticed that sometimes if you put on hyperspeed, it, like, does that. Alright. Now, what are we looking at, like, village layer? Single villages, 2 villages. We almost had another civilization pop up here, but we did not. Man, the world generation on this mod is amazing sometimes. I really like the size of this thing. Did we turn off rebellions again? Yeah, let's just turn off rebellions for now. Oh, we're already making defensive alliances. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna drop. That's a big old wildfire and a tornado right there. We're gonna drop a couple new people. They're gonna be a little bit behind. Here, we'll drop them over here, and then we'll probably drop some people over here. We'll give them a little bit of a head start on this here island, but oh, this is the first war. Okay, let's why? Interesting. Okay, so 200 people versus like 400 people, and that's a big invasion force. So are they gonna stop in the sec and then just kind of hang out, or are they gonna not do that? Because you don't need boats on this map, believe it or not. These people are gonna be okay for a while. But they might be just kind of chilling. And they actually survived that invasion attempt. Is this a forward settlement, or is that somebody else's? That was their land, I think. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see who wins this war, and then we're going to turn on rebellions. We'll turn it on for a couple, maybe 100 years, 150 years. Let a bunch of different nations spawn. You guys at war? Oh, you're at war with each other now. You're best friends. What happened? And now the Holy Emmy is still alive. That's good. And Holy Duvati is actually doing okay. They're taking a little bit of territory. The Fu hanging out on their own island with a mountain, or just kind of bing chilling right now. You can tell which nations are newer and which ones are younger because they have significantly less population, which is not good. I should have put them all down at the same time, but whatever. Look how much population the sec has gotten. God damn. And that is just a never-ending war, and the map is really starting to get filled out here. Emmy's at war with somebody now. Let's pause for a second. Oh, you're at war with these two. Interesting. Now, is the Emmy actually going to be able to consolidate their gains here? The Sec have taken over the center part. In order to do the land route to get between these two, that will have to go through the Sec. So that's in a realistic scenario, that is a great trading place, because they would have to walk through their territory. Oh, the Sec have actually taken off a bunch of territory. They're sieging 3 of the villages right now. Are they just gonna swap spots? Oh, hard telling. Emmy's actually taken over most of Realm of Lecce, and that's it for the Lecce. They're RIP. Emmy's looking really big, and Sek has actually kicked out Duvati pretty well here. They might be able to stave off this invasion of their territory, but I don't know. I don't rightfully know, sir. So we'll do something like that. Maybe move the cursor off. But oh, the Emmy have actually gone to war with Sek now. They are huge. Wow, look at the size of that empire. Sek is also pretty much dead. They just got the Uno reverse card pulled on them. And I know the Emmy's gonna have to go to war with Duvati to take over a couple of these territories that are like clearly within their own borders. And the Waifu are actually colonizing the center part. They're moved off their island to kind of try to get a little bit on the same population level as the other empires here, but I don't know. Emmy's gone to war with somebody. Who are you going to war? Oh, you're at war with the the Fu. Why? Now this is a great time for the Duvati to come in and try to take all that territory. I mean, Emmy is just so massive right now, and they're gonna have that island because the Fu decided to go on the offensive and are going to lose their entire army in a foolish attempt to out-offense the much larger power, which... Oh, the Duvati have also stepped in, too. Oh, please don't let him take any territory. I don't want to see the border gore. For the love of God, please. And all that is holy. Man, it is windy. Oh, now it's dark in the game. That's the end of the Wi-Fi. I thought they for sure were going to be safe being on an island by themselves, but what do I know? Now we're only down to 2 polities. Maybe I should let them, like, go to war? And then watch them explode? Let's see what happens if they... How do they feel about each other? That's the question. With the Sek are alive. What? Where? Yeah, whatever. They don't like each other at all, so there's a war coming. And it is going to be brutal. I mean, these are the two... Oh, here it comes. Here comes the war. Emmy just got hit by a meteor. That could be a bad sign. Probably the Emmy's going to immediately just consolidate their gains down on the lower islands, but they have a kind of a contingent in the center that's going to be taken over. If the Holy Duvati could unite their empire east to west, they have a good opportunity to survive. However, they are getting pushed out from the south. It looks like... Oh, it's actually even... Oh, I don't know. Maybe... it looks like Emmy's going to be able to just roll up the eastern half here, because they have the advantage of the island territory to launch invasions from. However, it does not appear to be going as well as I thought it would. And the problem with Worldbox is that once you take a territory, it sometimes just kind of gets retaken without any armies being in it. And they... I want to say the Holy Emmy have this. Oh, that's a big invasion. Are they going to take that main capital village? That is a lot of population. That is their home base. If they lose that, they're going to lose a good percentage of their pop. Yeah, that's a big invasion. The Holy Emmy is now going to be the #1 power in the world, and the only power in the world until I turn on rebellions for a couple hundred years. But I didn't think that they were going to get rolled up like this. It's just that what I mean, what are we looking at army size wise? 400 versus 900. I mean, the Holy Duvati's kind of pushing back, but they're not going to survive. I mean, I feel like the Emmy are just letting them take that entire continent. What are they doing? They're not defending their territory at all on that island. I mean, I get it. Why defend something that has lesser value, but you're letting them get that population, which means that they can pull and get more soldiers for their army. I don't really understand that play at all. Considering that they're getting rolled up in the east pretty hardcore here. They have like Stalingrad right here, but they're down to almost under 2,000 at this point. They're gonna be under 2,000 once they lose all these minor villages here. Oh, they actually took back their capital. Good for them. Did you know that Seoul in the Korean War actually got changed hands, I think, 4 times? If I remember correctly, I think that they were conquered 3 or 4 times. Well, they're almost under 2,000 now. One more village to go down, they'll be under 2,000. There it is. They're at 1,800, and Holy Emmy's at like 4,300, which is just insane. Yeah, and now they're just kind of back capping everything. This is just a complete bloodbath. Maybe they'll peace out. Maybe they'll survive. It's entirely possible that they're going to survive, but usually the AI finishes people off. But you know, it's hard to tell. This has been like the true battlefield down here. Now they're almost under 1,000. They're gonna be under 1,000 in a second here. 10,900 or 1,900. Now we're at 900 in total. This has just been an absolute reckoning for the Holy Duvati. And as soon as this war is over and the Duvati are no more, we're going to turn on our fancy little rebellion tool and see what happens and see how many people break out. I'm assuming that these folks are going to become their own polity, and then maybe here and probably here, considering that's going to be the newest acquisition for the Holy Emmy. But it's hard telling at this point. And I'm assuming that the Holy Emmy probably have a larger army size than Duvati has people. Which is never a good sign. And they're down to 100 folks, and look at that just congregation of people. And there it goes. RIP to the Emmy. Okay, so let's put on rebellions and who breaks out first. It looks like what was formerly Duvati territory is now going to be brand new. Is anybody going to be actually able to break out and survive? That's the question. You're going to have like a bunch of rebellions to survive. But first rebellion is going to be a failure. Second rebellion, I don't know. They might survive. Third rebellion is actually looking much better. We have a fourth coming up. Ito is alive, is now out here. Holy Neg is living too. Okay, now the island's breaking out. I'm willing to bet the UI island is going to survive really well. Great 2 started really poorly, but it's actually surviving. Look how badly the Holy Emmy just exploded. They pulled a China and just went kablooey. Ito is actually, well, the UI have successfully completely taken out their island, and they've survived. Wow. That is kind of funny that they have just completely survived. The Holy Emmy are down to like nobody. They have their capital, but I mean, these islands over here, I mean, those villages just aren't population centers at all. They haven't had the time. Great 2, who do you go into war with? And that's another rebellion. Great 2 is going to war with the Go Witch. And we got another rebellion. The N is now just here. I cannot believe the Emmy just exploded like that, but they have really very just crazy dense villages, which is, you know, an advantage for them. And they've actually taken back some of their territory. They took oh my god, they took back that territory just for it to be like, see ya. Nobody's over 1,000. Only the Emmy's over 1,000. Oh, I guess the Holy Negger. The Holy Negger back. Let's go. You were in the last world, I think. And they have successfully gotten out. And look at the remnants of the Emmy. Just like they're so strung. They're gonna have just their capital city left after this. Wow, yeah, they're down to just their capital city. They are they're a minor province now. Sure, they have 3 villages. One right here, here, and here. But they don't mean anything. Nobody's had time to do anything because they've just been constantly at war. So, interesting. Well, everybody, it's been an hour and a half. I hope you've enjoyed this mod showcase. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to end the stream a little early because I have a headache. So I don't want to talk anymore. I need to just kind of hang out. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you next time.